What is up? Jay Griggs here. I'm going to give you a quick little update on my house project and what we're doing. As you can see, floors are in. I did the porcelain tile, wood tile look. They just finished. We demoed everything, and now we installed the floors. They're doing the grout, and the kitchen is fully demoed. We got the appliances coming in, cabinets coming in soon. We're doing all uppers, cabinet to the ceiling. We have 11-foot ceiling, so it's pretty high. We're going to do a really big quartz backsplash slab, so it's not going to have like the individual tiles. It's going to have a huge slab, so it's going to be really open. And then we're going to go with the 11-foot island right here with a waterfall, which will be awesome. Have bar stool seating. And then I just changed something. I was going to move the fireplace from over here and put it on this wall, but now I decided against that. And we are going to frame this in, and as you can see here, we're going to go with this arch look, and we're going to continue arches here. We're going to do a cabinet insert here, so you can hang pictures and have like a mini bar here. And then we're going to do a linear fireplace, take out this old piece of crap, old school gas fireplace, and then we're going to continue the arch over here. So you're going to have the same exact look with this insert. We're going to move this portion into the middle and then have the same exact depth and size of the arc over there. And so that's what we're doing here in the living room, kitchen. I'm going to take you throughout the rest of the house. This is going to be one huge refrigerator with cabinets to the ceiling. And as you can see, we ripped out all the bathrooms. This is going to be a powder bath. In the primary, I don't think you saw it all gutted yet, but we ripped out literally everything. We're starting over. So it's going to be an awesome bathroom. Instead of doing tile on the walls, we're doing all slabs. So I'm going with slabs from Marble Express, and we're doing it all the way from the floor to the ceiling. It's going to be a seamless shower, so you're going to be able to just walk in and go right in. It's going to have a rain head waterfall shower with a normal shower head with a bench, with a handheld. And then over here is going to be our standalone bathtub, so you could have a bath. My wife likes that for some reason. I'm not a big solo bathtub guy, but she is. She gets what she wants. Then we're going to build out our master closet, cabinets to the ceiling, all the way up there. You guys are kicking butt. We're doing. This is going to be our hallway storage. We're doing cabinets, uppers and lowers. This is going to be my son's room. To the floor, looks really good. Getting all high tech. It's going to be a smart home, so they're running all the wires throughout the whole home. So you can have cameras on the outside, and it's going to be an Alexa smart home. In here, this is going to be your bathroom number 2. We're just doing normal white cabinets with white quartz. And then in here is the 3rd bedroom. Floors here. It's not working. But I just did the porcelain tile throughout the whole home. Make it super clean, easy. And then in here is going to be our laundry room. So we'll do cabinets up over here. Washer dryer. And this is where all the laundry is going to get done. Alright, now I'm going to show you my favorite part, the backyard. So today what I did was I had my Pentair rep come over, and a Pentair rep is someone who is able to service your pool. So the pool is ran now from my phone, and so I could do every single little thing with my phone. I could set up the hot tub, I could set up the pool heater, I could set up the lights, and so this is the first time I'm using it, so we're going to check it out. So you get your little Pentair app here. Alright, it logs right in. It shows you how warm it is outside. It shows you the pool temperature, and then it'll show you the spa temperature. But what I want to see is the lighting. So if you turn the lights on, let's turn the pool lights on, see if it works. Oh, awesome. So it works great. And then we're going to do the spa lights. And it works. Awesome. And then let's try putting the spa on. And it just went on, as you can see. So all of this home, all of this backyard, all of this pool is going to be all automated on a system. And then if you want to manually do anything, you're going to do it all through your app on your phone. Okay, so over here, we talked about I'm going to do my deck and cabana. So we're going to extend this portion of the concrete out. I'm going to put like a plastic decking over here. I'm going to build out a full overhang patio so you could go in, watch TV over here. You could be in the hot tub and watch TV. And I'm going to have actually the barbecue over there closer to the house, so no barbecue over here. But I want this to be like a relaxing zen area where you can come, read books, watch TV, have a cigar. You can see that there's nobody behind you, and just use this as a really cool, relaxing part of the house. So the reason why I came here tonight was I wanted to check on the pool, but I wanted to see like the lighting situation. So the really only light that we have is actually a community street light. So the backyard isn't fully lit yet, and we're gonna have to create some ideas to really brighten this thing up because it's kind of dark. So I really like the way the pool looks, but definitely gonna have to order some more lighting and get my landscaper, Georgie, who's the best in the world, to figure out how to light this place up like a Christmas tree.
What made you decide to Airbnb what's going to be your previous home instead of selling it?
It's a good question. I have a choice to make. I could either sell my house. I have a lot of equity in it. I probably have around $600,000 in equity in my home, and I could take that and use that to buy more real estate, or I technically bought a new house. But I'm going to show you how I'm going to structure the rental of my house that I'm living in currently, and how I'm going to take that money and roll it into this new house that I bought. So technically, I'm not going to, as soon as I'm done with my rehab, I'm not going to have to ever spend another dollar towards this house.
Next question for you. When you were looking at other houses, did you ever consider buying one where you didn't have to, hire a whole bunch of people?
Yeah, great question. Definitely came into consideration of just going and buying a brand new house where it's all done. But there's some really good value add when you do a project like this, meaning you're buying the house for $900,000, you're putting about $150,000 into it, and I think when this is all said and done, it's going to be worth around $1.2 million. But when you do it the other way and you go and buy a brand new house for $1 million, usually it's worth $1 million right off the bat. Sometimes you even go upside down because there's just no equity in it. So with real estate, it's all about getting good on the buy and creating value of the home, and I feel like I'm going to be doing that because there's a real lack of lot size here in Las Vegas, meaning there's not a lot of big backyards. And so the reason why I chose that house was because of the potential of the backyard and the size of the pool.
I noticed that your pool in the backyard was really big, but recently they've been cutting the sizes of pools. What's the situation with that?
So the city put into effect that you're no longer able to just go build a pool however big you want. I gotta look up the specs of what it is now, but basically they're limiting the water. There's a shortage of water going on in Las Vegas. So you can't just go buy a house with a blank slate backyard and just go build a 500-foot pool. Like, you need to get approved by the city, and they're really putting a limit on the size of the pool and the amount of gallons of water that go into that pool. I gotta measure my new pool, but I know for a fact that the pool that I have in my backyard would probably be almost like double the size of the new regulations that are coming out, that you're not able to build one that big.
When you were looking at picking this new house, what attracted you to that area? What made you want to move to this part of Henderson?
So the home is actually technically in Las Vegas, and so it's kind of like eating at me a little bit. I'm not going to technically live in Henderson. even though it's like directly on the border of Las Vegas and Henderson. But what attracted me was the seller finance deal portion of it. So I was able to get into $1 million house for only 15% down, and I did not have to go to the bank and get a loan. I was able to work out a deal with the seller where he financed me the home directly. So that was the main factor of this one.
With this new project, how much do you think you're gonna end up spending, and are you on track to spend that?
So my budget was $150,000, and I think I'm gonna go over, but I don't think I'll be over by that much. I think I might be at like 155, 160, and I'm learning a lot as I do this. You start to realize like how much things cost and things of like your actual need. Like you don't need to go buy the most expensive lighting, and you don't need to go buy the most expensive quartz and the most expensive tile. You really got to be disciplined in your budget and say, hey, look, do I really need this thing right now, or will this thing give value in the home?
I know it's still early in this project, but if you could start over again, is there anything that you would do differently?
Yeah, I think I have this designer that I'm working with, Lisa, and she kind of turned into like a project manager for me, which is awesome. I probably would have just had her do the whole house for me. Again, I would have just hired her from the very beginning. I would say she came in about like the 30 yard line, about the 30 when I was 30% done, and she kind of took over, and it's been super helpful. Guys, how we doing? Jay Griggs here. I'm going to give you a quick little real estate breakdown. Going through the process of buying a new home, it's not fun. It's a little nerve-wracking. It's a little scary every time you're buying something for yourself versus doing an investment. That's the problem that I had. Real estate is really easy. It's all about numbers and math. But sometimes your emotion gets involved. And if you want to go buy a new house for yourself, you're going to have to figure out how to pay for it. I wanted to do this video, this little breakdown of where I was about 6-7 years ago and where I am now and where I'm going to. So what I'm doing is I am not going to sell the home that I'm living in now, and I'm going to go and buy a new house, which I've already done, and I'm rehabbing it. So I'm going to really break down of how I'm structuring both deals to make it so that my house that I live in currently is going to pay for my new house. So on my old home that I live in now, my mortgage is exactly $1,600 a month. I paid 7 years ago $310,000 for it. My taxes are $167 a month. My insurance is $60 a month, and my HOA is $16 a month, bringing me to my all-in living cost for that home, $1,843 a month. So over here, I bought it for $310,000. Here's where real estate really becomes fun. You can see here that it's worth almost $700,000. Now, I have paid an extreme amount over my mortgage every single month, so I have a lot of equity in the home, and I have about $600,000 in equity. So I owe less than, I think it's around $70,000 that I only owe left on this old home. So if I were to sell it, I would profit around $600,000 in 7 years, and you can see this is a great example why you don't rent and you buy real estate. So now I'm buying my new home. It's a lot more expensive. My purchase price is about $975,000. Okay, and my mortgage on this is going to be $5,400 a month. Taxes $400 a month. My insurance $100, HOA $100, bringing me to $6,000 a month. So everyone's going to say, Jason, that's a huge jump, going from $1,843 to $6,000 a month, and it is. But this house is going to end up paying for this house, and I'm going to live in it for free. So let me show you why. So I am doing a rehab, so I'm spending about $150,000 plus the down payment, but I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. So we have a difference here of the $6,000 a month and the $1,843 a month. So I'm not going to sell house number one. What I'm going to do is I am going to rent it. I'm going to rent it out. And I am going to Airbnb it. Now, Jason, Why are you going to Airbnb it? Because when you short-term rental a house, you make a lot more money than you do versus a long-term rental. So I have a short-term rental license on this property, and I believe that that property could bring in between 8 to 10K a month net. Okay, I'm aiming for 12 to 14 gross a month. So you do all this math. I'm bringing in 14, but I'm taking home 8. If I take home 8 grand a month, let's go back. What's my monthly payment on my new house? $6,000 a month. So we have 8,000. Okay, and we're going to minus 6,000. Okay, now I'm paying house number 2. I'm paying that mortgage. But remember, we also have a mortgage on house number 1, which was $1,843. And so you do the math on this. 8,000 minus 6,000, 2,000, 2,000 minus 1,840. And I still have a profit of cash flow every single month by operating these two homes, operating one home to pay for home number 2. So the reason why I'm doing this is because holding real estate is a powerful thing. I'm not going to sell the house number 1 because I think with the license on the property that this value could go up to $1 million within the next 2 or 3 years. And all this house number 1 is going to do is just pay off house number 2 for me. So as soon as I'm done with this rehab number, I'm not going to have to take another penny out of my pocket every single month. This property, using the rental Airbnb method, is going to pay for house number 2. If you're interested in learning how to structure deals like this, please shoot me a DM, but make sure you hit that subscribe button. See you soon.